Know what we're talking about today. I'm Cash from Cash Sports. Y'all know it's going down. We got some breaking news today. I didn't even want to, you know, relay anything. I wanted to put it out there just so you guys know, in case you didn't. Kyrie Irving requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets, right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to have a debate. First, we drop this link in the comment section for anybody that wants to tap in, join. Of course, today is debate day. Talk some NBA, and then let you guys know I am going to be talking some NFL definitely tomorrow. It's just been a lot going on with the NBA, right? But another thing, before I do anything, cue the intro. All right. Come on now, man. Like, this is... I did not expect this. For real. What's up, our money? Hey, Badger. Woo. What's up, y'all? He's going to the Mavs. I mean, they were already one of the teams, right, that are in the right. But I'm gonna get into that, bro. You feel me? We gonna talk about what teams he's going to. We gonna talk about Kevin Durant. Trust me. We gonna get into all that. But like, first off, let's start off with the details. Oh, and I got my guy Rose Gold already out and early. Hey, like and subscribe to the video, man. Today we're gonna have a good debate. We're gonna get into it. Hey, appreciate it, our money. Hey, nah, you know what? You the real one, man. Appreciate that, man, for real. I really do. Thank you. First one ever on Cash Sports. Appreciate that, Badger. Of course, I'm trying, man. I'm working every day, step by step, bro. I can be better though. I can get my vocabulary better though, but whatever. We gonna worry about that later. But Kevin Durant requesting a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. First of all, let's get into the details of like why it occurred in the first place. Apparently, came out from Chris B. Haynes on Twitter, right? He was the first one to break the news, saying that Kyrie Irving wanted a long-term deal. So for those that might not know, Kyrie Irving's stepmother is his agent, right? And so they had basically went out to the Brooklyn Nets and then asked, Kyrie Irving wanted to be long-term. He wanted to stay long-term for the Brooklyn Nets. And another detail that came out was saying that Brooklyn Nets wanted him to win a championship in order for them to give Kyrie Irving a long-term contract, right? So I don't know how valid that piece of information is, but at least from when they offered him the contract, they didn't hear back initially. It was like kind of like a waiting game. They were kind of, they were being kind of transparent about, approaching the situation. And then so they, and Kyrie Irving's side took offense to it. And Brooklyn Nets were basically, timid to give, for obvious reasons. It's really obvious though. Like, come on now. Like, Brooklyn Nets were very hesitant to give Kyrie Irving his contract. Let me know. Like, would you guys give Kyrie Irving a long-term contract? And keep it a stat. Like, what's your opinions on it? But in the comment section. But then going forward, basically it got to the point where Kyrie Irving felt offended because the Nets were trying to give him a contract with certain stimulations. We haven't heard all the details as it pertains to what was actually in the contract, or even if a contract was really offered. But now it's gotten to the point where Kyrie Irving said he's gonna leave during free agency, so basically they have to trade him before the trade deadline, and yeah, man, it's just gotten to the point where they're just not gonna. There's no future with Kyrie and Kevin Durant on this team. That's just the sad reality. That's just the sad part of this thing. Because I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, and it's disappointing, to see, how this team never really got to flourish and, to what we could have seen it to be. Like, think about it. All three of these players, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving, have each asked for a trade in the past 13 months of being on the Brooklyn Nets. Can you believe that? All three players, right? And then you can each of them, right? You can say about each guy, like they have like some shaky personalities, right? They're not bad people, obviously, but when it comes to just like personalities, like they just, there's just something awkward. There's always something awkward going on with these three. James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and it's just sad to see, like, these guys couldn't play together. These guys couldn't really, duke it out and see, what this team can really, what can happen with this team. And even with this year, right? I personally had the Nets winning the East. Obviously it's not looking too good for me right now, but hey, at least I'm coming out here and I thought, but I thought this team, when Kevin Durant wasn't injured, when they were playing, they were looking pretty damn good, right? The only thing I would criticize about this team after Steve Nash got fired, which I've stated in the past, I've been consistent that the Nets should have been fired Steve Nash since Jacques Vaughn has been the head coach, right? The only thing I would criticize is Ben Simmons. If he could just, if he could just be a little bit more aggressive on offense and just, goddamn, shoot the ball once, like three times, take a stand-up jumper, like, be that uncle that's like, pass me the ball, let me get a shot type shit. Like, come on now. But, and even his defense, right? Just being consistent on the defensive end and putting most of his effort on that end, because, given his pedigree and what he's done and things of that nature. So, if he can just at least play to that level, and Nicholas Claxton is playing extremely well. Nicholas Claxton is leading this league in field goal percentage, right? And he's one of the best defenders in the league right now, right? So, but with that being said, we're gonna have to see, what comes after this. What comes after the trade deadline? Because you already know, I'm all in on the NBA trade deadline. There's always something going down. Players get traded during the game. Players get traded during, like while they're sleeping. They can get caught in so many different scenarios, so many different situations. I know we've heard so many different stories. In particular, Harrison Barnes, when he got traded while he was playing on another team, which is what I just pointed out, right? So KD gonna be by himself, tough. Yeah, but that's also, the next thing that we're gonna get into. But first, hey Rick, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You was pretty quiet, bro.
I thought you was doing the intro, but you kept going. I thought you were.
No.
Usually you
thank you for
like, all right, what's your trying to introduce it? But I was just letting you go on your little soliloquy.
I got you. Thank you. But nah, man, get into it, man. Let me know. Get all into it. I want to hear everything you gotta say, bro.
So, all right. So first things first with Kyrie, right? Summertime all over again, bro. Like, we're back to Russ and Jazz discussions at the same time, dealing with this whole Kyrie thing. Like, Kyrie, of course, I would want Kyrie. I'm a big Kyrie. I love Kyrie with LeBron in Cleveland. I feel like Kyrie, AD, and LeBron basketball fit for now and for the foreseeable future. But I feel like all of this happened contract negotiations with Kyrie and the Nets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I find that in the summertime where the Nets are kind of just probably going to figure it out, and the whole time the Lakers are just going to sit there twiddling their thumbs while all are basically having a fire sale. Hornets are giving up. They're doing a fire sale. Like Heat want you know what I mean. A lot of teams are in the sellers market right now. So it's time, like for all these teams trying to take advantage of Kyrie. Like the Lakers could really get a nice, solid players for Russ. So my fear,
I agree.
My fear is that the Kyrie thing is just gonna be a distraction. We miss out on Zach LaVine, who I really don't want anyway. It's like San Antonio or Houston, like Hornets. Like one of these could possibly do a good deal with to get solid players. Whereas with superstar. So I don't know. It could go either way, man. It could go good or it could go bad. But of course, I would want Kyrie in the Lakers, bro. Easily.
Hey, apparently.
But does he go to the Lakers? I don't know.
And honestly, and I'm gonna go into that, but I just wanted to share this real quick. Kevin Durant was apparently surprised. Like he didn't know this was gonna happen neither. Just like the rest of us.
I don't think Kyrie and KD, like, they're cool, but a lot of people have a conception of like how cool they really are. Like, all had they personal lives before basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they play ball around the years. So I could consider them probably best of friends. But I could promise you closer friend than the other. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I could guarantee closer to him than Kyrie. So they're not that much best friends like everybody. I don't think they tell each other. I don't think they tell each other every single decision they make, bro. Durant didn't know Kyrie wasn't going to take the shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just supported his decision. Things that Durant doesn't know that Kyrie is just an unpredictable person. What he feels. And Durant is pretty unpredictable too. Like, let's not make it seem like he's, you know what I mean?
That's what I said. That's kind of like what I said there.
In the world. Yeah. Like, he is like the Slim Reaper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, easy money sniper. You know what I'm saying? So he moves kind of snaky a little bit too. So none of these guys really, like, at the end of the day, with Kyrie, pay the man. The guy deserves. He's playing at an all-star level. He's been whatever the past, okay, is the past, but this season, bro. Am I lying?
Was a what?
This up and he's showing out.
Oh no, he would. Yeah, of course.
He's balling.
He's been showing out.
So he's not giving you any reason not to pay him.
I think
you guys they're giving lesser players max dollars, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but we gotta.
If you could max out Kawhi Leonard, who's only gonna be available for 40% of that contract. You can't give it to Kyrie knowing that he's gonna at least give it his 100% on the court.
I don't know, bro. I think that's two different situations.
It's two different situations.
I think that's two completely different situations
that the Nets are in. You're a contender who's your second best player. That's the situation the Nets are in.
So would you pay him if you're the Nets?
Yes. Yes. I'm not.
But I think it was. I think the other thing was he apparently he was offended.
No, like, the Nets are not wrong for moving how they're moving. They want to.
Yeah.
They use a little, like, you know what I mean. Like, he's not consistent. Like, he is a little sketchy when it comes to that. But bro, he's a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a star.
He's what's gonna take your team to the next level. So.
And what's the best chance you have? You know, like let's just say
Exactly.
even if you didn't see Kyrie Irving being there long term, you could have still signed him and try to trade him for some asset. If you felt down the line, I'm saying like down the line, they still could.
Their plot, wait for him like not to sign him, right? And then, because a lot of teams don't have cap space in the summertime, so they were gonna basically do a sign and trade, so that way they could still get the assets. So that's how they were gonna try to like finagle their way into that.
No, I understand. Nah, if I was Nets, honestly, I think the best option is to trade him to the Suns. I think the Suns is I don't think they're trading into the Lakers. If I'm the Nets, I'm saying F that. I'm not doing it. Hell no. Even if it's a 3-team deal, I wouldn't consider it. I think if you're trading with one particular team, I think for one, I think the Suns is the best option because they have all their picks. And two, you feel me? I think if you were to trade Kyrie and still find a way to convince KD to stay in Brooklyn, I think having Chris Paul at his side is obviously it's not as good as Kyrie, but I think with the basketball IQ and the way Chris Paul plays, I think it would still complement Kevin Durant and still give him incentives to stay on this team, all depending on how Chris Paul how long Chris Paul can stay. But I don't think necessarily I think he can have a long career just being a mentor like on the coach. But as far as how effective he can be on the court, and he's having a decent game. I was watching the Suns in Celtics game right now, and so you can have Chris Paul in addition to picks and probably even maybe another young star or something. And then the other teams that's been out there, the other teams that's been out there,
I don't think Kyrie said that he's interested in.
I mean, he doesn't have to be if he gets traded.
Yeah, but you know how it is. He could be. Don't teams demand they choose their destinations? No.
Nah, not right now. Right now, Kyrie's is still under his contract, so the Nets can trade him.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to choose because there's no clause.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
yeah.
So the Nets would have to trade him now, or after the trade deadline. Then he's an unrestricted free agent.
This is what but this is not what you're anywhere though, bro. Whether they have at the end of the day, he's on a 1-year deal expiring. Yeah. So that means if he planned on re-signing here, they're not gonna give up. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, you cut off right there.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
These star players, this is what they do when they're on 1 year's left. You can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm. It's breaking up in and out, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
So let me take the AirPods out. These AirPods not used to anymore.
All right.
So it's the AirPods. So basically what I was saying was when they have 1 year left in their deal, what they do is they tell the team I don't plan on re-signing with this team. So therefore that team is less likely to have heavy assets for that player. So that makes less teams. You know what I mean? That's how you force your way. So if Kyrie was to be like, look, if Kyrie was to say exactly what he said in the summertime, I don't plan on besides the Lakers. No, a team like Toronto they did with Kawhi. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do you see that or Phoenix taking a chance on trading all their assets for a guy that signed there?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Maybe not there. I mean, maybe not there. I mean, hey, shit, you never know, bro. We've seen some dumb shit though. We've seen some shit with Rudy Gobert. Who knows? Who? I was on the record saying Rudy Gobert was trash before that trade. Well, he's not trash, but you know he's not worth like how much they pay. In my perspective, I don't he's not worth that. But we're not talking about that though. I mean, but who knows, bro? You know, if they feel like
he's worth.
I mean,
well, he's worth.
With Kyrie Irving,
he's worth well.
Would you not take that risk with Kyrie Irving and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton? Because you can more than likely
the Suns, I'm doing it. But if I'm Kyrie, I'm not Phoenix.
Yeah.
If I'm Kyrie, the only teams I want to, if I'm Kyrie, is you can hear me still. You can hear me?
It breaks up though. I can hear you. It just breaks up, bro.
Out the headset?
Nah, it goes in and out. It's choppy.
I don't know what's going on. I think it's a restream for me. So, but you can hear me though, right? I just don't want to be that quality on the stream.
We can keep trying. It's cutting in and out, but talk.
Yes, if I was Kyrie, the only teams I'm picking is basically the Lakers, the Mavs, the Clippers, and maybe. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably try to go to Milwaukee if I'm Kyrie.
Nah,
I figure out a way. I go to a team with the.
You're gonna want to go to LA, bro. I think that's the only place you
want to go to. LA first. That would be the only place I would leave to go to. Honestly,
yeah. That's the only. I honestly, that's the only place I can really. That's the one place that's probably where it's.
If you're leaving a player like Kevin Durant, great talent. You gotta go somewhere to where it's like it don't even matter what your objective is. Like his bishop, let's be honest, was in Brooklyn. You got Kyrie, you got Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? You got an organization. You got a solid rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nets was.
The Nets was what?
Like the Nets are like to win the championship. Like his situation that he's in now. Like he's in a good situation. Team is concerned, like how the team looks and shit. Like the Nets are supposed to be a contender. So it's just it's just crazy, bro. I'm still breaking up.
Yeah.
Damn, what the hell? My headset's on.
I don't know. All right, but let me get into it though. So like if you guys are tuning in, let me know in the comment section. Who do you guys think should go after Kyrie, or do you think he's tradable? Do you think like any team should go after him, or do you think he should stay on the Nets? Me personally, I mean, I would still want him to stay on the Nets. If not the Lakers, I think he should try to stay on the Nets. Like at least try to go through the season and try to like go through this year's playoffs. Like with the team that they have, with Kevin Durant healthy, right? Playing the way they are. They were playing extremely well. So it's extremely unfortunate that, like I said before, it's, I would have liked to see this team really go at it, like for real. So, but it is what it is, man. F it. Like it was doomed from the start. Yeah, and just to give you guys some laughs, Kyrie Irving and KD got into a late December incident. where Irving asked if he could see Steph's Finals MVP trophies during a team dinner at Durant's home. Now I know this is a lie. This can't be it. This is not true because of the whole Phoenix Suns situation. Yeah, at least he should let finish the season with the Nets. Now I completely agree. I 100% agree. He should do that. If not, go to the Lakers. But that situation at the Lakers would be beastly because we get to see my boy Braun going at another ring, letting the haters know, hey, he's still kicking out there. Hey man,
Cause bro, he's playing like it.
hey,
You get me?
Nah, I hear you. Yeah, he's definitely playing like it. I think I think LeBron was just playing from the background, and he was just like scheming. Because apparently they saying even Kuzma came out and said there was some tampering going on.
Oh, Kuzma Kuzma said that for real?
I'm gonna look it up though, just to verify.
I heard that. Kuzma's just a hater, bro.
Nah, man, it like if this happens over the Lakers, I think their shot would obviously shoot through the roof. Given if they stay healthy, I think Anthony Davis is back. Even despite that, the Lakers got to make a trade. They got to make something happen. They have to be able to get something out of this in order for them to to make it out of this hole that they're in. Because I think that the way this team now, both players, the duo is still playing phenomenal. Anthony Davis, even everything that we've said about Anthony Davis, being off the court, he's still, a young guy. He's not in his 30s yet. So, if he just has the opportunity to just play consistently, we can definitely see something coming from Anthony Davis on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
That's really the factor. It's not that he's not good. He just needs to be aggressive.
Oh yeah.
He just needs to be aggressive, and he needs to score. That's the main thing. I'm sorry. Let me scratch that. He needs to be aggressive and he needs to be healthy. That's the two things that concern me about Anthony Davis. Because damn well, everybody knows that Anthony Davis is a baller. But he just needs to be aggressive, and he just needs to be healthy. And he needs to start wearing short top sneakers. That shit's pissing me off, bro. Like, how many foot injuries does he need until he just it gets to a point where he just can't, Like, come on, bro. Like, wear some high top. Like, he should be wearing like boots. Like, I don't know, like the Kobe's, the ones that were like that are high tops, protect your Achilles. You should be wearing them joints, not the low top Kobe's. Only the extremely high top Kobe's.
Man, that nigga
Huh?
He needs Timberlands. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it does. I hear you. Wrong.
I don't know. I feel like you can't hear me like that.
No, I can. It's just choppy. Like it's just I don't know if it's
It's not my internet, bro. I just checked my internet. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, you good. All right, it's constant now. You good?
It's constant.
Yeah. All right, man. But what else?
You know, music in the background too, so I think it's picking up on my mic as well.
You just turn that off then.
I don't know. I'm just trying to throw things out there.
No, it sounds a little bit better, but I think you're taking it out because I think since you're using your phone. All right, man. So what else though? Let's bring this up. If there aren't rumors, teams are eyeing star status after Kyrie Irving trade request, right? So, this fucking A. So obviously, right? There's a possibility that Kevin Durant could be leaving the Nets. If Kyrie Irving leaves this team, it's gonna be like, teams already hounding him. People already know that Kevin Durant, You know, that whole big situation before the season started when Kevin Durant had requested a trade also. And so, you know, Kevin Durant, there's still a lot of upside with Kevin Durant. You know, obviously he wants to play. You know, he just needs to stay healthy. But I mean, he's playing the playoffs. We know like he can play a good stretch of games and play phenomenal. He's averaging 29 points on the year, damn near 30. And then by the way, you know, we have, I believe, 8 players averaging 30 points right now in this NBA season. That's never been done before. And Kevin Durant is averaging damn near 30 but 29, which is right there. So then that would make it 9. So Kevin Durant was playing like an MVP candidate in my eyes during that time frame. You know, the injury definitely set him back. But you know, coming back, you know, if Kyrie Irving was still on that team, I think they can, you know, they can bump themselves up back in the seating. And Kyrie Irving was playing extremely well though too. That's the issue here, man. That's why I feel disappointed in this whole situation because Kyrie Irving is playing beastly. Like he's playing really good. Kevin Durant, all he just needs to do is come back. He just needs to come back. That's what needs to go on here. You know, but you know, teams are looking into the Kevin Durant situation. They're gonna see like what he's gonna do. They're gonna be paying very close attention to Kevin Durant. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what teams are interested though. You know, I didn't even read this article. So the Nets have gone 31-20 and are sitting fourth in the Eastern Conference. However, after Brooklyn was embarrassed 139-96 by Boston, I saw that game. I saw that game. I was watching. That was an embarrassment. They was down. They was down 30 in the first half. It was like 15. It was like 15 to 40, like 40 something, 15 like or 18 to 54 or something like that. I was like, bro, that game was done. That game was done. I was like, my God. But back to it though. um, on Wednesday, it became more clear that the team is far from committing the East best, which also includes the Milwaukee Bucks. If the Nets trade Irving, the franchise will likely be even further from contending, which won't be an ideal situation for Durant. The two-time MVP has been sidelined with a knee injury since January 12th, but when he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the league. Through 39 games, he's averaging 29.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, 5.3 assists, and 1.5 blocks while shooting 55.9% from the floor and 37.6% from deep. The 34-year-old is under contract through 2026 after signing a 4-year, $198 million contract extension with the Nets in August 2021. If he is eventually dealt, he is going to cost a significant amount because of the tenure of his deal, right? Of course. So, you know, we know that too. So any team that would want Kevin Durant. Oh, yeah, you came back.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop now. So how does that sound?
All right, that sounds way better. Hey, man, you can't be using your phone, dog.
Phone's more convenient, bro.
It's
My
banned.
laptop.
Nah, I'm good, no. You sound way better. Thank you, though. Thank you for switching. Hello?
Yeah.
Mm. Hey, so then what do you think happens with Kevin Durant though? Because now we know that Kyrie Irving is leaving. We know he's out of here. It's not him
Yeah,
staying.
again, man. Like I don't know, bro. Like it's hard to really tell because this could just be a contract ploy and they figure it out later. You know what I mean? So
Mhm,
so we just gonna have to wait and see
mhm,
because like this is a whole nother conversation because
mhm,
what teams are gonna be interested in him again? Like you know what I'm saying? So this is like I'm pretty sure every team in the NBA is gonna be interested in Kevin Durant. So
mhm,
it's gonna be a whole nother sweepstakes. So it's hard to really tell nowadays. So we just gotta wait and see
mhm.
because it's like but like the thing is, the great thing about it is that trade deadline is only 6 days away. So
So something's gonna go down.
something's
It's gonna
gonna
be exciting, bro.
something's gonna
It's
go
gonna
down.
be
It's
exciting.
gonna go soon. So
It's gonna go down for real.
either
Like,
something's gonna go down or nothing's gonna go down. But either way, it's gonna be exposed.
nah, I really can't wait for it for real because you like we know the trade deadline is It's like an event, bro. Like low key. Because once that trade deadline hits, these teams is it. It stops right there. We know what the teams is looking like, and then that's when playoff hunting is here, bro. Playoff hunting, because these teams is gonna be going at it. Definitely. You're gonna see a lot of you're gonna see a lot of guys level up because they know that's what's coming up and awards amongst other things. But let's tap into something else. It's also the All-Star break. Right, I had something that I wanted to talk about. Let me pull this up. Jesus Christ. God damn. Sir. There. Biggest Western All-Star snubs. Sorry. Snubs. All right, so we were, All-Star break is coming up. I believe it's coming up in February 17th. And there were some guys that were kind of left out. We talked about the guys that are in it. But I want to talk about the guys that got snubbed, right? So Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, DeAndre Fox, Devin Booker, James Harden. It's another one that comes to mind, right? Is Sabonis in the All-Star game?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now I was saying he does deserve to be in there. But how do you feel about Anthony Davis not being in the All-Star game? I definitely deserve. I feel like
he missed a bunch of games, so I understand why not. But like, to be 100% real with you, this motherfucker needs the time off anyway. Like, we got bigger fish to fry. Like the Lakers, to me, like the last thing the Lakers should be worried about is the All-Star. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like,
or he should. You saying? I mean, he should want to be an All-Star. Him personally.
I mean, yeah, of course, for their own personal benefits and
that's a good sign. That's means he's playing well, though.
No, I mean he was playing well. That's not the issue. He didn't make the All-Star because of his health. He didn't play half the season so far.
I know.
So it's like, you know what I mean? And you got to understand that he didn't start off like his first 10 games. He led the league in rebound and blocks, but his scoring wise, like he was an All-Star still, but like he went on that stint and it got hurt and it missed so much time. Like he just came back. So if he would have came back maybe 2 weeks ago prior to where like he could get back into that motion to where he played last night, then it would have been a different story. But you got other guys that's just been playing all season, bro. Like if you add him, you would have to snub a guy like Sabonis, who is well deserved.
Zion's an All-Star.
No, All-Star starter. That's voting. You can't do nothing about that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, those are goes by the fan votes.
But damn, but shit, like nobody voted for Anthony Davis. I
mean, Anthony Davis is not as popular as Zion anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? Like Zion's you know what I'm trying to say? Because remember, it's the starting five is like you know what I mean? It's all-star voting. So there's no, it goes by position. You know what I mean? They can't have, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis is like right there. You know what I'm saying? But once you're not the starter, you're in the reserves, and that's when the coaches and remember the coach picks that like the rest of the team. So that was a collective decision by coaches around the league.
Got you. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then
the coaches pick the reserves.
Yeah, the coaches pick the reserves, like coaches around the league. So that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it was obviously that was the reason why. Like health, clearly the reason why. You know, NBA has a recency bias, bro. So the team, like the league, doesn't remember that little stint that AD did 2 months ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Giannis just went for 50 the other day. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, you know, like, does he deserve to be an All-Star? Sure. But does Sabonis and all these other guys do? Yeah. Does Zion? No. Is Zion going to play in the All-Star? No, because he's still hurt. So maybe AD does get squeezed in because, you know, eventually they're going to announce Zion can't play. So they're going to have to replace him with somebody.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they give it to AD. They might
So
not.
out of these four, who do you think got the biggest snub? I think it's De'Aaron Fox. Honestly, I was saying Anthony Davis should have been it, but I personally feel like De'Aaron Fox should have been De'Aaron Fox and
That's
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, right? Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like
You-
all four of these guys are
all
clearly
four of them,
all
really.
stars. Yeah. Like especially Devin Booker and Anthony Davis is like as far as the names, like names are always all stars. Like throughout history, like growing up, there would never be a time where Anthony Davis is able to play and he's not an all-star starter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Devin Booker's like a reserve. Like, there's never a time where you'd be like, all right, Devin Booker's not an all-star. You know what I mean? But that sucks, man. Yeah, like Jaren Jackson's defensive player of the year. Like the numbers is crazy.
But look at the minutes though for this year.
Yeah, because Jaren Jackson missed like beginning of the season, but like I said, it's recency bias, bro. It was latent.
Yeah. Nah, you're right.
It's
you're
like
right.
Anthony Davis just didn't come back soon enough. He just got hurt at the wrong time, bro. That's it.
Yeah, he did get hurt.
He got hurt at the wrong time. He got hurt like too soon.
Should have got hurt now.
Nah, hell no, bro.
No, I'm saying if he would have played
hell no.
during that time and got hurt now, then he would have had
I feel like now is the time. Like now, since it's so urgent for us to get wins, and if you look at the standings, everything is still close.
Yeah.
So we're still in this. But we're gonna talk about that in a second. Let's finish this All-Star. We're gonna talk about the Lakers and their chances to
make. No, we can get into it now. What's stopping us, bro?
Okay.
Get all in it, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I was looking at the standings. The Lakers are 12th now. They're back in 12th. A couple of teams that were ahead of us lost. Pelicans are just like right in front of us, and we're gonna play them tomorrow. So that's another must win. That's another must win if you look at the schedule. We're playing the Pelicans tomorrow. So that's a must win because they're right above us at the 11th seed.
Yeah.
So that will come over them. But
where's Skylar? Yeah. Where that nigga won't?
I see Skylar in somebody else's stream, my boy Showtime. With his camera on and everything.
Oh.
He looking like somebody grandpa. I'm like,
crazy how they know they were number what I mean, they injured though too, but crazy how like they were number one, right? Now look how deep they've sunk, bro.
Same thing with Phoenix. Phoenix was up there, and then they sunk down, and they climbing back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's frustrating, bro. Look at Sacramento. They're the number 2 seed, bro. Like,
they just won today, too. Suns. They just beat the Celtics.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're gonna lose again. They're gonna lose again.
Hey, I mean, but I agree. But Devin Booker's coming back pretty soon, though.
Bro.
Devin Booker's coming back.
Huh?
I was saying Devin Booker is coming back pretty soon, though, too.
Of course, he's gonna come back around the time that he played the Lakers. Watch.
But my fault. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was just saying, like the time to catch up is now. Like, is now. Like they have to muster up a winning streak right now. Like, there's no way around it. Like, we need at least to go on like an 8-game streak. Like, no question.
Let's look at their schedule. Let's see what's going on. Because I agree, they do need a little good streak before the All-Star game for them to kind of build momentum and then make a trade during the trade deadline or something.
Exactly.
Like that. Like that's idealistically, I think that would be the best.
I love the Rui pickup, bro, and it's showing that it was essential.
Yeah.
So the next trade got to be a banger to take it to finish what we started. Take it to the next level.
Yeah, and they of course they have they do have a tough road ahead of them. I think obviously
Pelicans. The Lakers schedule was the toughest. I feel like the Lakers had the toughest fucking schedule, bro.
Nah, for real. Like we watching literally we pinpointing every game, not because of that and the LeBron record. So we looking at every game like, damn, bro, like they going against this team, they're going against this team, they're going against this team.
I feel like the only bad team we played is San Antonio.
Yeah.
And we played them a bunch of times.
Because even I think they they beat OKC, but
Yep.
Milwaukee would be a tough one. But honestly, I think that would be a good game. That would be a great game though.
What?
That Bucks one. That's
We
gonna be a
almost beat
great.
them the first time.
Nah, I know, but I'm just saying that's gonna be a great. That's happening here in LA, bro. You know how much a ticket here is?
95,000.
Nah, it's the cheapest tickets is 500. 500 for 500 for the Bucks, 350 for OKC.
Not gonna lie though, it's gonna be history, bro.
Yeah, nah, it
Nobody's
is.
gonna break that record in the next 20, 30 years. Like even if Luka breaks it, right? He wouldn't break it for like the next 20 years or so. Like the next, so you got to think about it like that.
He's not gonna break this shit, bro.
No, but I'm just saying though.
I get what you.
If somebody was just to, and then I just said Luka just cause. It definitely won't be Luka. You know what I mean? Like no player in the league now is gonna break it. You know what I'm saying? Like the closest person to LeBron is like Durant, and he's like 10,000 points less than LeBron right now. I mean, wait, like, is Kevin Durant even at 20,000? Yeah.
Yeah, no, he is. No,
All
Kevin
right,
Durant is like I think he's 11th.
But he's the highest active player right now.
He is. Him.
That's what I'm saying. Other than
talked
LeBron.
about it. Actually, bro, I broke that down. I brought all that shit up before in another video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a whole video on I compared him and Kareem and all that.
Like the gap is crazy, bro. So like we know Durant's not gonna beat it, and Durant's the closest person to it right now after LeBron.
Yeah, but now I see what you mean. Like with Luka,
yeah,
it's like you see potential for him to do it, but it's like, can he play? Like, can he have the longevity along with the productivity?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? For that long, man. Like it's like even though this is LeBron is obviously like when I got into watching basketball, he was like part of the first era of me watching basketball. And from my eyes, but it's like I know just this is unprecedented, for him for a player to really play for this long to this extent. And then he still has 2 more years on his contract. So he's definitely, if he plays out the contract, he's definitely gonna have 40,000 points.
I guarantee it.
You feel me? And then so I just don't see. And then when you factor in the minutes, the games,
playoff,
right? Like, and that's not like this points record is just regular season though.
Yeah, yep.
This is just regular season. People don't even talk about total points and accumulated points.
How about the total points accounted for?
Yeah,
he's fourth in assists.
and I think honestly, that record matters more because those are all the points. Why wouldn't you count playoff points? In my opinion, but I think it's because everybody plays a regular season.
Yeah, everybody plays a regular season, but you got to understand, him being fourth in assists means he accounted for over 60,000 points, like in the regular season.
Yeah,
30,000 scoring, and the assist too. You know what I'm saying? So, like this guy, like this is crazy, bro. You'll never see somebody like that, bro, ever.
I mean, we'll see somebody eventually, but it might be like 10, 15, 20 years down. I mean, shit, you never know.
Like LeBron, bro.
No, I'm talking about for the record. I'm talking about for the record.
Yeah.
Not like LeBron. Obviously, we'll see similarities.
All records are meant to be broken, bro. Like deep down inside, I really feel like somebody one day will break that Wilt 100 record, bro. I promise you. As close as these motherfuckers is getting, bro, 80 points. The way you can shoot threes,
yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Throws, the way they get, I mean, shit.
Overtime, overtime is we getting a lot of overtimes, way more than ever, bro. It's like every week we're getting an overtime game from somebody. The Lakers had like 8 overtime games just themselves. Like, it's like almost every Laker game is an overtime game.
And not to mention that mid-season playoffs that's coming up.
That I'm not really too excited about, like you are. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling you, when it comes around, you gonna be into it.
I feel like the Lakers, like that shit not gonna benefit the Lakers. If it's not benefiting the Lakers to get the playoffs, bro, fuck that shit.
But I think they'll double up on the championships, on the titles. I think it'll just be two different titles, and it'll be one title, two titles. Like it'll count as one. When I would consider it if they went out their way to create a whole nother scenario. You know what I mean?
I still don't know how I feel about 2 championships in one season, bro. For basketball, like
I
it's
mean,
always been known to bring the finals home, like not the mid-season.
but it's like basketball. It's like high school basketball or college basketball. Remember, it's single elimination.
Yeah, but
So
it's
it's
not.
not like, huh?
It's like that, but then it's like I don't know, man.
You gotta bring your best every night. Hey, but that's I feel like it's good to get a taste of both. Like trust me, I love the end of the season basketball because you get an abundance of it, right? We get to see
Yeah,
a lot of basketball for a long time in the playoffs. We get to see teams really battle it out and know
and build
which team
rivalry,
is the best. Like trust me, bro, I wouldn't change
new
nothing.
rivalry build up and shit. Like
I wouldn't change nothing about the NBA playoff. If anything, take away games from this
the
regular season and put it in the playoffs. Like put more games in the playoff. Put more teams in the playoff. There should be like a March like a March Madness scenario for the NBA playoff. But
I
still
mean,
have
that's the play-in. Like the play-in kind of extended that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
I
like
know what
that.
you mean.
I like that idea a lot. But I feel like they're trying out too many new things, like back to back. Like, let's get adjusted to the play-in before bringing in the mid-season. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, I think it's a bro. Innovation is always a good thing. You know,
Yeah,
it's like you wanna have events like this so you can reel in new audience. Because if people see what the effort that they're trying to put, especially like in something like this where they're trying to bring weight in more relevancy during that time period as it pertains to the sport, a lot of people will gravitate to that. Especially with the NBA, they're playing in different
country.
areas in the country. Yeah, you feel me? Because in a way you can almost say like between NFL, NBA, like I think NBA is really trying to be, one of those franchises to compete with the NFL in America. You know, it's in terms of league wise
Yeah,
because basketball it's obviously it's an international country, but in terms of America, freaking football is huge,
yeah,
But now you're starting. We have like a lot of international stars. You have somebody like Luka who's huge internationally. Joel Embiid, right?
yeah,
Giannis, you feel me? Jokic. So now we're getting a bunch of different countries tuning in, and we know Kobe was huge in China,
yeah. Hell
right?
yeah.
So you feel me? So it's the NBA is just trying to really try different things, and a lot of people like things like that. They like when teams when they know that there's something on the line, and then they're battling out for I mean basically they're just going at it from playing ball to ball, mano a mano, uno to uno. Get winning games, bro. So I'm about it. That's what I'm about, bro. I like it. I'm feeling it. But let's switch it up though. Mavericks desperate to help Luka Doncic amid Kyrie Irving trade rumors. Luka Doncic just got hurt. And Luka Doncic has been playing phenomenal to say the
Mhm.
least. He's been balling. Like he at his age right now, he would average more points than Michael Jordan at this age. At this point he would average more points and rebounds and assists at his age than Michael Jordan. And we've already seen how Luka Doncic would average better stats than LeBron in the regular season at that very point. So I'm not jumping to conclusions. I'm not quite there yet to say anything to foreshadow what's coming in the near future. For me, I just enjoy watching Luka now, right? We're seeing a guy get better. We're seeing a guy, just playing crazy basketball. You know, he's a player like I haven't seen before. You know, but he recently got injured, and then now the Mavericks are desperate to get some help, right? You know, there was even something going on with Mark Cuban in Dallas where they even spray painted or they had like, you know, one of those murals on the side of the building where they said get Luca help. and and Mark Cuban felt like he was it was disrespectful. But this is the truth. You
Yeah.
know, I agree, but you know, I feel like Luca had help before in the past. Not to that extent, but
But they
I
should have
feel
built
like,
on top of it.
huh?
They should have built on top of what they had.
I feel you, but I think with Luca though, he's kind of a ball hog.
Yeah.
He's kind of a ball hog, you know, like and I can understand. Like I'm not against Luca, you know, having the ball, doing his thing. Like if he's going off, you gotta step back. You feel me? But I think it comes to, you know, like being able to help other guys get better also. Not just,
Kicking
you doing
for
your thing, going to
other
your spots,
bailout.
passing the ball at the right moments where you always having the ball. Sometimes you gotta let other guys be able to really flourish
Yeah.
and do their thing. And I'm not pertaining to this roster now. I'm pertaining to the guys, you know, that's came through. But you know, I don't want to sound too negative because Christian Wood was playing well, but you know, I don't think it's enough. And there's already been news, you know, with Christian Wood, with them being hesitant to even sign him or give him the money that he would want specifically, right? So now there's news, you know, Mavericks are desperate, low key. This is for Bleacher Report, um, you know, to get Luka Doncic some help. So what do? Because this team was just in the Western Conference Finals. You know, they had an opportunity to get to the finals.
Yeah. No,
You
certainly.
know, so it's not like they're not good enough. It's not like Luka's not good enough. Luka is definitely good enough. But you know, going back to the beginning where I was talking about Luka,
Yeah.
you know, look at what Kristaps Porzingis did today. You don't think he could have done better with somebody like him? And there was some things going on saying that, you know, Kristaps Porzingis, he felt like he could have had the ball a little bit more. You know, like I feel like, you know, Luka could play just a little bit more off ball.
Yeah. He's look, he clearly shows he has talent. So with that much talent, you could figure out a way to play off ball.
Mm,
You could learn how to. You could work on your shot. You know, maybe sometimes be a spot up shooter every now and then, and let Porzingis work his way somewhere in the post. You know what I mean, or something.
mm,
Maybe run more high screening roles, like more, give him more post up opportunities, more face up opportunities, shit like that. Like,
mm,
and then if it doesn't work, you're great at getting rebounds. Porzingis isn't really the biggest and strongest for getting
mm,
rebounds. Get the
mm.
rebound and reset.
Yeah.
But at least you would give him the opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like you said, like I like Porzingis in Dallas. I thought that would have been, you know, like in hindsight, obviously it didn't work. But when they first announced that Porzingis was going to join Luka, and I'm thinking Porzingis is like the Dirk 2.0, and I'm like, I thought it would have been perfect.
Yeah, I did too. Because Kristaps Porzingis, he's still young.
Yeah,
He's still young.
I thought it was the perfect scenario for him, bro.
Mm,
I thought it was the perfect scenario for him,
mm,
and I'm surprised that it went as bad as it did.
mm.
Like it didn't end good at all.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? To win the point where, like you said, like Porzingis won it out and he complained about his role.
Mm.
That was a shocker, bro. That was definitely a shocker for me.
So you
Highly disappointed team. Not for real.
like you sound mad, like damn, you know, like
Because
oh,
like I agree with you. You know, Luka's good enough. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like you're right. Like because now
mm,
I'm thinking about it, like the team's not getting any. It doesn't look like it's any better than these other teams. So
mhm.
I don't think he's gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals with this team.
Because the West is out out in the open right now. I think the West is still out for grabs.
Yeah,
I mean, both
I don't
conferences
think
really
there's-
are, but
like
I think,
the strongest team in the West has to be Denver.
of course,
And based off of what we know about Denver from the past, they got their own little like issues as well.
mm,
So no team is a lock. Like Denver's the strongest, but Denver's not a lock.
mm.
So I don't know.
Okay, all right, man. Another one. Keeping it going. Giannis dropped 50 yesterday on the Los Angeles Clippers. It was an exciting game. I was watching it too. They was down 20 in this game. I know you know because Drew Holiday had 1 point for you by halftime. I was like, yo, what's going on here, man?
Like my fantasy life is going crazy.
Bro, I know.
I can't catch a break.
First off, bro.
All my guys are playing.
Tuesday? No, it wasn't Tuesday. Wednesday. I know that effed you up, bro. That
What?
postpone. You had 3 plays out that day.
Yes, I had 3 players out that day, and then the player I picked up, like I picked up a player and he was out. That's just crazy. I think I picked up Ivy or something, and he sat out that game. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was pissed. But sometimes they do these little late game scratches, bro, where they like they don't announce the shit till the end, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. I'm like, yo, this is why I didn't want to pick him up, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, you gotta be on these news, Twitter.
No, I was. No, that's the thing. I don't just.
No, I agree though.
Like it literally didn't even like. I was on his history, his report, and everything. It was just like they just rested him. Like you know what I mean? Like he had a sore. Whatchamacallit. Like these young dudes in Detroit, they balling.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna front. Like if you need a pickup, like those 2 guys in Detroit, like Ivy and Sadiq Bey. I don't know if you noticed, but everybody picks them up, drops them. Like those 2 guys get the job done, bro.
Yeah.
For the night. For sure.
There's other players on there. Trust me, I'll be doing my research.
There's Valanciunas, like it's a select few players that like they're good enough to keep on your team, but then they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, he's a streamer. Like I wouldn't even hold on to Valanciunas.
Nah,
I never even picked him up.
That's crazy. Nah, but if you like for a night just to get points,
yeah. I would give him for rebounds and blocks, not for points.
Yeah. No, I'm saying no fantasy points. I'm saying like fantasy. Like rebounds and blocks. Like it's like the fantasy points. So you know he's gonna get you like a nice 10 rebounds, nice 2 blocks. You know what I mean? Like he'll get like 8 to 10 points. So that's a little double. That's 33 points. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, like that's 33 fantasy points. I'm saying. Shit.
Hey, but going back to this though, Giannis, dropped a 50 bomb yesterday. His team is finally started to get things going. Also alongside with the Clippers, but we're gonna get into that too. But Giannis, man, looking like an MVP candidate as of yesterday. Teams have been stirring it up. These big men again, at it again. It's the same 3 players alongside with Jason Tatum in the conversation for MVP, of course. But Giannis in the Bucks, they've had pretty rough stretch on the offensive side. Chris Middleton, he was out for the majority of the season, but now he's back. Even Drew Holiday had long stints of playing extremely well. We know he can have some off games, but we forgot about Chris Middleton. But now he's starting to come back in there. But that's why I always say, bro, wait till after All-Star break. That's when things get exciting. That's when I'm really into it. That's when I'm really into it. For the most part, I'll be on football crazy. I'll be watching football like a hawk. But things are stirring up. Bucks are starting to get good. The Clippers were good enough to win this game, hands down. They were good enough to win this game. I mean, they were up 20.
Clippers are good.
Like, and they're starting to come back together too. They're healthy. Clippers are looking really good. I think people got to factor in, like, before the season started, we were, a lot of people were talking about the Clippers and being the favorite to win the West. And I'm one of those people. I think I 100% agree how the Clippers, if anybody were to knock out the Nuggets,
Yeah.
the Clippers are good enough. They just
Yeah.
need to be disciplined enough to follow through, on the court, because they've have a history with flopping in big games, man. They have a knack for it.
And I feel like that's what they're gonna do again.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Who you
They're
think
gonna
they lose
fold in the biggest moment for sure. Like Kawhi's like a robot and shit, but I feel like Paul George and them fold under pressure, bro.
Mm.
Like Tyronn Lue, like, and then that that it trickles down to Kawhi,
Mm-hmm.
like they always choke, bro. Like it's the Clippers. They're gonna find a way to shoot themselves in the foot, bro.
I mean, but they got Tyronn Lue. He's a championship coach. Kawhi Leonard,
So is Doc
championship,
Rivers.
and Paul George.
Way off P.
Hey, honestly though, but first off, hey, if you guys are tuning in, like the video, show some appreciation. Thank you for tuning in, liking, comment, man. Tell me what you think. Obviously, I'm covering a multitude of NBA topics, but I just want to stop that and get back into it, right? So, but nah, man, I think the Clippers. I think they can legitimately,
Yeah,
like,
they're
if they're.
contenders. No, they're gonna contend,
Mm.
but they're not gonna make it to the finals, Pat. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
So who do you think at this moment goes to? Who do you think takes each conference now? Looking at it the way it is.
In the West, I like as of right now, I would have to go Denver because they seem the most put together.
Mm,
So I'll give Denver 70%, and I'll give Memphis the 30, right?
mm, mm,
And in the East, I'm gonna have to split it 50-50 between Boston and Milwaukee.
mm,
Or that's it in the East though. Like the East is not as like deep as the West. It's like clear contenders in the East. Like
mm,
I don't think like I look at Philly like I look at the Clippers.
mm,
They got the talent to do it, but they just not gonna. They're gonna find a way to shoot themselves in the foot.
mm.
Whether they go up 2-0 and then lose 2 games straight or some shit, like just they're gonna find a way to shoot themselves in the foot, bro, and lose
Mhm.
this game, like lose the series. They're gonna come out smoking, dominating, and just
You think it happens like last time, like where the Nuggets
not.
they go Bubble Murray come up?
Nah, I think it's more like with this year, it'll be like Denver and the Clippers, Western Conference Finals or some shit.
Hmm.
After Clippers just went crazy with Luka dogfight, and then Denver just had a dogfight with Memphis or whichever way it was, right?
Hmm.
And now it's the East. It's up to the Clippers and the Nuggets. I think it goes 7 games, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Clippers probably this is the finals, so yeah, they lose a 7. I can't explain how, but it's not gonna be like a 3-1 scenario because it's not like Doc
Hmm.
Rivers.
Hmm.
Because Tyler Lue ain't no Doc Rivers, bro. So
Yeah.
they're not gonna be up 3-1 and lose or no shit like that. But it's gonna be something to where like they just didn't step up. Like it's just gonna be like one bad game or 2 bad games from Paul George or something. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hmm.
But it's definitely gonna be a game 7, not a buzzer beater. And so it'll be like, all right, it'll be like this. It'll be like a game 7, right? It'll be like, all right, a battle, the whole series. 10-point game, 5-point game, 2-point game, 1-point game, overtime, like close games every game of the season or every game of that series, right?
Hmm.
And then that game 7, they get fucking blown out or some shit like that, right? By like 40 points. That's how it's gonna end up or some shit
Yeah.
like that. They're just gonna give up on that
Like with the
game.
Suns.
Like the Suns, exactly. Like same scenario. That same scenario is gonna happen. It's gonna be deja vu, but instead of the Suns, it's gonna be the fucking Clippers, bro. That's what will happen, bro. That right there.
Hey, I don't think it goes in that direction, to be
I
honest.
don't think they win the chip.
But at least with Giannis with Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's
What about
I
you though? Like, who do you think is gonna make the West and the East? Like,
West and the East. Oh well, obviously it's not gonna be Nets.
yeah, that's why I took them. I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I didn't mention the Nets because
yeah. Because I remember I said they were gonna win in the
yeah,
East. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
done, nada.
Yeah.
That's done for. That's out of here. Right? I gotta go with I mean, for me, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I'm gonna
I,
go with the
I,
Bucks.
that's why I split it 50-50 with the Bucks because I want to go with the Bucks, but then Middleton's not healthy this year. Like I feel like Boston is like they're picking up steam at the right time again this season. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they know how to like now I feel like they figured out like the Golden State method. Like you know what I'm saying? Pick it up and lick it a little bit before All-Star break. You know what I mean? Start really kicking everybody's ass around then. And then when the playoff comes, like you just you play to win, but you don't burn yourselves out. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So when you get to the finals, you just able to give it your all.
mm,
Because I feel like that's what happened with Boston. They were taking these teams in the beginning, like they were so focused on Brooklyn, like they swept Brooklyn. Like they weren't playing with Brooklyn. They didn't play no games with Brooklyn. They swept them.
mm,
They easy working them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they took every series so seriously that by the time the finals came, it was just so big of a moment that they just couldn't live up to it. You know what I mean? Like they weren't able to take it as serious because they never been there. You know what I'm saying? They've been to every other round, but there's a whole nother round now. You know what I'm saying? This is the additional round, the bonus round.
mm.
This is the one for all the marbles. You and another team that did it before.
uh,
So it was a little intimidating for them. I could tell.
mm,
But I feel like this time around, they'll be ready.
mm.
And it's not going to be a team like the Warriors on the other end. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a team with less experience than them. You know what I'm trying to say? So they're going to be the upper, like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But I
Yeah.
feel like Giannis is a good enough player and a dominant enough player to single handedly destroy the Celtics. But we'll just have to see. You know what I mean?
I mean, and not just that. I mean, I think Chris Middleton will be healthy then.
He'll
I
be
think,
healthy, man. They still got Drew
and
Holiday, Bobby Portis. Yeah.
that was the difference. Remember,
Yeah.
Drew Holiday didn't play last series. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not Drew Holiday. Middleton didn't play last series,
Yeah.
and they still went 7 games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
A lot of
that,
people say they have Middleton. The Bucks are in the finals and winning 2 in a row.
mhm.
Or
That's
not?
what I think.
Was it 2 in a row?
And
It would have been 2 in a
and
row.
Sixers just gotta stay healthy. I want to see Sixers compete, but
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. James Harden, I don't believe in him, bro. Like even if they stay healthy, I feel like James Harden is just like I said, he's like the Clippers East. He's just gonna find a way to just like Game 7, just lay a deuce egg out there, bro, or something. You know what I mean? Like be the first superstar in history to score 0 in the finals, Game 7, like shit like that.
Mhm.
Like certain players just make bad history. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like that'll be one of those things right there.
Mhm.
But like, it wouldn't be Embiid's fault. Like it's never Embiid's fault, other than the health. You know what I mean? Ben Simmons missing that shot. Kawhi Leonard hitting that dagger fucking his grill. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then Toronto winning that year. You know what I'm saying? It's never really Embiid's fault. Like he always plays his hardest. You know what I'm saying? So
Great. And that's really what be messing him up though too. It's just he just gotta stay healthy, bro.
stay
At least on
healthy,
his
bro.
end, you know. But I'm gonna take a little. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and then we're gonna go back into it. Well, I want to sneak this in here. Do you think James Harden is gonna be the greatest player to not win a championship? Because
over
I've heard Russell Westbrook
Karl
be named that.
Malone. There's a lot of greats that didn't win. Remember Allen Iverson? Like, nah, stop it. Hell
Charles
no.
Barkley,
Stop it. Hell
Karl
no.
Malone.
Yeah, stop it. Hell no. Hell no.
Who you
No,
feel is
no,
better
I'm
than him?
saying, like, no, I'm
Who you feel
saying,
is better than him?
no, I'm saying, like, Allen Iverson, you just named a bunch of people better than James Harden, in my
You
opinion.
think
Like,
Allen Iverson is better than James Harden?
shit, man. It's a tough one.
It is tough.
It's a tough one, but I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go AI, man. Like, I gotta go AI, bro.
What if I compared the numbers right here, right now?
I mean, it will probably benefit James Harden because this is a different era, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you drop AI in this era to where he could, like, bro, stop it. AI never even used to practice, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there were stories about this dude. Like, he would go clubbing Pat all night, 7 in the morning, drunk too. Like, be drunk. Like, he was like he had drinking problems, bro. He would be like drink crazy, be drunk, stumbling, being practice. I mean, not practice. He'll go to practice, shoot around. You know what I mean, bro? Drop 40, 50 off a hangover, bro. AI is a different type of player, bro. Just natural raw talent, bro.
But that's not to be said. You can say the same thing about James Harden in his
Nah, man, I done
his
seen
way.
Harden. I
Like,
done
bro,
seen
if you
Harden.
look at how many threes he made in his career, you can arguably say James Harden has been the best shooting guard for a decade. You can
Yeah,
legitimately say it.
threes wasn't that important in AI's era, bro. Like, if threes were, if it was that easy for players to get threes and shit, you'll have way more players like
But it's not
practicing
just
their
that though,
threes
too.
from half
He's
court.
also a playmaker. He was a better playmaker than Allen Iverson, too.
Not
Also,
true. Like, I'm saying, he plays the game of basketball probably better than AI.
Mm.
Way more of a team player, way more of a better basketball player IQ wise. I'll give you that. But AI was more dominant though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, AI will win you a game. AI will I would trust AI
I look at
to
and
go
sorry to
into
cut you
a
off.
playoff
I
series.
look at Allen Iverson as Kyrie Irving, how Kyrie Irving is supposed to be.
You said you look at what?
I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm saying the way I look at Allen Iverson, right? I'm saying Kyrie Irving, like, let's just say if Kyrie Irving had played it, it was dedicated to the game as much as Allen Iverson. Like, I'm saying he would be in that level of pedigree when it
Um,
comes to like being able to like carry
I
a
think
team
Kyrie
and
better
really,
than Allen
like,
Iverson.
no, I'm not trying to say you. Oh, you say you think he's better,
Hell yeah.
but you know, with Allen Iverson though, he took his team to a finals.
Kyrie won the chip for LeBron.
I mean, yes, because he was there because of LeBron.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, he was in the finals though. Like, he made it to the finals just like
I
Allen
think
Iverson.
it's different when it's all said and done because Allen Iverson was the biggest factor in it. Kyrie Irving never really led a situation where he
I mean,
brought.
I would consider it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm considering.
I
That's
would
the only
consider Kyrie the biggest piece outside of LeBron for that championship.
thing.
For sure. Easily. Like, outside of LeBron, it's then Kyrie. Kyrie's the next biggest piece of that championship.
No, of course. I'm not taking that away from him.
So, like, yeah, like, but that was AI's problem. It was only him. So yeah, he was able to get a win out of Shaq, but without the chip, that conversation is irrelevant because he didn't win. Kyrie actually got the job done, no matter how they got there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't able to bring it home. Kyrie got that motherfucking shot on Steph Curry. Like, we're gonna remember that.
Yeah.
We're never gonna remember that one game that Allen Iverson beat the Lakers in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just gonna know that they lost.
But nah, yeah. But do you feel that way? So do you feel so you don't feel like James Harden would be the best player ever to not win a championship?
No, I think he would. If I have to not be a hater, I would have to say yeah. I would have to say yeah.
Yo, these mofos never want to be on a Friday.
Yeah, right.
Yesterday, man, they was trying to they felt like they one up me. Like they was like secretly they be talking. I know AK be calling. talking amongst themselves, talking about, yo, we gotta thrash this dude. We gotta
Oh,
beat him.
talking about LeBron and stuff.
Yeah, or just every, kind of like what, whatever their narrative is, but more so that's kind of like you've seen it in the Discord. You
Yeah. I see
see
where.
it in the Discord, the slander, the disrespect, bro.
Yeah, the nonsense,
Like for me personally,
blasphemy.
I mean, I'm gonna talk about that later. But let's go back into the MVP conversation because I did say I was gonna get back into it. Giannis is now the leading, or at least from NBA.com, they have Giannis as, you know, at the top of the food chain when it comes to the MVP. Now, I know this is fluid. I know things switch up. It's just I'm just trying to give you guys, what's recent, what's updated, what's hot, what the most recent news and what's going on. Right, Antetokounmpo played well, albeit in a losing effort at Brooklyn on Friday after initially being listed as probable with knee soreness. The Bucks superstar sat out Saturday's win against Utah due to a left knee soreness, but he's since put it back-to-back games with 40-plus points while shooting 65.9% from the field. In addition to pulling down 10 or more rebounds, counting the regular season and playoff. Antetokounmpo's latest scoring tier marks the fifth time in his career he scored 40-plus points in consecutive games. His current scoring record is 31.6 points per game, is also a career high, by the way. Woo! That man Giannis is balling right now, man. And I said it from the beginning. This guy is the best player in the league right now, right? It's his league. It's just a matter. That's how I see it. Like he's at the top of the food chain, in my opinion, as the guy to take the mantle for the guy you have to beat. Basically, when you're there, however way, if you're in the East or if you got to go against them, I think ultimately that they could more than likely go to the Eastern Conference Finals, the NBA Finals, right? And just the mentality that he brings, when the Bucks are a full healthy team and Giannis is doing the things that he did yesterday, being down 20 against the Clippers, by the way, a full healthy Clippers, right? That's a playoff team. That's a team that we look at in preseason. They were saying they can go down the stretch and win the whole thing. So Giannis being in this position, obviously, with the NBA season, it's so stretched out. So sometimes it's really hard to, evaluate these things in short term. I like to look at the whole, the span of things. But I think the MVP is really going to come down to team success, because we have a lot of guys, who's playing extremely well. And I think it really falls down to, how well your team does. I think it's going to come down to it this year. Because we have I think every MVP candidate is playing phenomenal, right? Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, who's the other players? Am I missing somebody? Rick, you still there? But with that being said, though, yeah, I think I think whoever the number one seed in the league this year deserves a lot of weight towards them. And what I mean by that is I think that should be a lot of leverage in their direction when it comes to, MVP considering. And I think really it comes down to, I mean, it's close because right now it's, the Denver Nuggets, they're one loss behind, or they're one win behind the Boston Celtics. And then so they're inching close. My God, man. One time I need Boston to fall through. I rather the Boston Celtics be up than the Denver Nuggets. Because I don't want to hear this guy's fucking mouth, man. The number one record in the US. In the league. I'm trying to hear it. He's gonna. I can already hear it now. He's gonna be talking about MVP, 3-time MVP. I'm hearing it, bro. I'm gonna hear it. That's the co-host though. So, but yeah. And then all right, let's drop this down though. Who else? Share this instead. Number 2, Jokic, right? He was number 1. Oh, last week he was number 3, but he was number 1 at some point. Seemingly every other night you hear some obscure statistic that puts Jokic's name in that of Wilt Chamberlain's. At this point, you wonder where he'll join the ladder as one of the players to win MVP in 3 straight seasons. Luckily, colleague Brian Martin already explored the possibility of our 2022 to 2023 Kia season preview. Jokic dropped a weird 13-13-13 stat line for his second straight triple-double in Tuesday's win against Memphis. 2 days prior, he became the first player, yes, since Chamberlain in 1968 to finish a game with 40-plus points, 25-plus rebounds, and 10 assists. In case you're wondering, Larry Bird is the last player to win 3 consecutive MVPs. All right? So, Jokic is balling right now. I mean, there's a fair amount of people saying that they would like Jokic to be MVP. Honestly, I feel like the 75% of the league has to be done in order for me to feel like he can get it. Now, if the league were to finish right now, who would I pick? Be honest. Fuck that. If I have any reason to not pick him, I wouldn't do it. You feel me? Because that's just because the rivalry I have with AK on here. Because trust me, I hear the bullshit spew from his mouth every single day. So I understand it might seem a little biased, but only because of that. But if he gets it though, I mean, he's a great player. Jokic is a phenomenal player. You know, we haven't seen a player like him in a long time. I mean, clearly he's one of those players that's being named alongside Wilt Chamberlain. But I want to personally see Jokic, really do something in the playoffs. Like, when I really think about it, where I'm most critical is, what is his most memorable playoff moments? How far have he's gotten? During in his best, when he's playing at his best, how does he do when he's playing against the best or other great teams? Apparently a lot of things come into play. Obviously, health, injuries and my not a healthy roster. You need teammates and things of that nature. My thing is, growing up watching basketball, I've heard the conversation numerous times, and I'm one of those people, right? You can't just be great in the regular season. I want to see you play against the best. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Getting a trophy every single year doesn't cement that. Yes, you deserve it. Of course. If you're playing phenomenal in that season, you deserve regular season MVP. But I want to see players. My thing is, I like seeing superstars be selfish every now and then. That's my point. I like to see, because I grew up as a Kobe fan. So, and that's my point here. At least with Jokic, like we've seen it with Giannis. I see it in Embiid. He just, he got his own situation going on. But I want to see a little bit more from Jokic, and some of you guys know what I mean. But then you other motherfuckers be on some other shit. Hey, Rose, you still there? He said probably, hold on. I don't even know. What else is going on? Jason Tatum. So last week, so the NBA had him as number 1. I'm surprised. I thought, let me check this date. Jesus H. Christ. I'm over here reading something old as hell. Freaking NBA.com. Damn near set me up. Damn near set me up for a mess up, man. Hell no. All right, let's switch it up though. Let's do this. Players of the week: Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard. God damn, why are they showing me all these old ass articles? I might have to switch to The Athletic. All these old stories. Rips have to go. Hey, so actually, I don't know if y'all tuned into this though, but this was a funny situation. I was pissed about it actually. I was trying to figure out like what was going on. Because I have Donovan Mitchell in my fantasy, and so when I saw that he was ejected, I was like, bro, really? I was mad because it was he was on my fantasy, so he didn't put up that many points, right? So this situation though, I thought it was kind of hilarious. No, I like Donovan Mitchell got hit because Dylan Brooks, him and PP or whatever, and they got into a scuffle. But I'm gonna show the video. Chat. God damn it. Freaking ads. I should have just had it ready, huh? Probably can't hear no sound. Can't hear no sound. Don't stop till you hear it. Jesus.
Licensed fan gear for every team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAStore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Brooks was upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty too. Mitchell threw the ball at Brooks after the foul, therefore he's ejected. And Brooks is also ejected.
He said at the end there, Brooks is also ejected.
What I took away from that, too, is that the foul was upgraded to a flagrant 2 on Brooks, which means it was intentional. Remember we said we couldn't get into the head of Dylan Brooks?
Well, you looked at it for a third time.
I don't know. It looked...
Brooks is gone. Mitchell is gone.
Yeah, that's what happened. Or at least the end result.
With the eyes closed, fadeaways, step backs, a rare break. Here's to the legends of the driveway.
Kia, movement that inspires.
128 to 113 is your final score. What do you hear? What do you say we hear is some of the yakety yak about the incident that we just saw?
It's called a fight, Ernie, not an incident.
That's just who he is. We've seen it a bunch in this league with him. Him and I have had our personal battles for years. Quite frankly, I've been busting his ass for years. Playoffs, regular season. Like I said, if you just can't guard somebody, then just say that and just get a switch.
It was a cheap shot in multiple ways. You roll a guy's ankle, and then obviously, whatever was next out of there. A guy should have the right to stand up for himself.
We some nice young men, We some nice young men until you try to do some weird stuff like dude did over there. We're still tough though. We're a tough group. And you got some guys that get after you, and we're gonna fight back if you try to push us first.
Yeah, but that's what went down. I just wanted to get some insight on that. Nothing much really to show there. But unless I got more people tapping in, because I actually am hungry as a mofo. I'm starving. Let's see, guys. Actually, you know what? What games are on? I could probably. Hey, I'm tweaming. I'm streaming on the Twitch every now and then games. So when these Lakers games start tuning in, best and believe, I'm gonna have something stirring up that game when LeBron breaks his record. You're gonna have something going down on here. But yeah, follow Cash Media on Twitch. Sometimes I occasionally I'm streaming games on my Twitch. So tune into that. I'm still in the working process, learning how to use encoding to get better acquainted with that, and trying to learn how to add speakers on there, and just trying to understand that, man. So I ain't even trying to get into all that right now. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like and subscribe to Cash Sports. Just show your appreciation. Hit that bell, that notification button. And yeah, man, that's it. That's it. So had a great day. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to be talking some football. Most definitely got to talk about football. I have to talk about the Super Bowl. I'm not going to wait till late next week to talk about the Super Bowl. No, I need to be in this. I have a lot to talk about. Obviously, there's things been going on in the NFL, right? And it's gonna be a wonderful. And I'm gonna tell you guys my pick. Let me see. You know what? Honestly, it's not even that special. I'll tell you guys tomorrow. When I make the football video, I'll tell you guys tomorrow who my pick is for the Super Bowl. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe once again. Please have a good day. Have a good weekend. Be safe. And thank you for watching Cash Sports.